you're here and I'm so excited. I'm Ashley, I'm a voice coach, and you saw the thumbnail, right? That's right, baby, I'm back on the ride.
NBPA voice. Here we go.
I have done some analytics to see, like, what do you guys like to see? I'm always so curious. I want to make sure that I'm making content that you actually want to watch and I'm not just boring you. Plus, I just really want you guys to hang out with me. It's so much fun to have you guys to talk about these various musicals, and you guys are still on a Ride the Cyclone kick. I'm telling you guys, y'all are watching and re-watching my Ride the Cyclone videos. So today, I'm really excited for this. We're going back to Jane's song. I decided that, I remember when I first posted this, everyone was like, you should watch this cover and you should watch this cover. And it's been popping up on my feed, like various covers of people singing Jane's song. So let's go back and let's watch some of them. What do y'all think? Okay, I'm literally gonna take you guys on the ride with me. We're gonna go look up the Ballad of Jane Doe, not karaoke. Sorry, I just had an idea. I won't tell you what it is though. The Ballad of Jane Doe, period. Let's look at that, let's say live. I've seen that one. Okay, here's one. This is Melody Sofa Ma. Sofema, I might be butchering that. Sung by high schooler Emma. Oh, Melodies of Emma, because her name is Emma. Okay, so this is Emma Wooten. This has 25,000 views, which gives me hope. So I'm assuming that it's gonna be really good, so let's see.
The one unidentified body in the cyclone. Everyone in Uranium knew everybody, but no one seemed to know her. All one knows for certain is that a body was found in the same Causian uniform without a head.
Some might say we're released, pushing daisies to cease, when we all know the worms must be fed. There's just one lingering fear. Oh, my soul, is it here, or is it rotting somewhere with my head? Oh, my soul.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, this is a high school performance. You can tell that these high school students just really love Ride the Cyclone. They probably begged their teachers to let them do this number. Not the number, but the whole show. So it's really fun. It's really interesting that the teachers would let them. You know, sometimes there's some controversy when it comes to death in general. And typically I guess it's easier in high school because when you're working at a performance company like I do, we often want to make sure that we're going to do shows that sell. And this is such a hidden gem that not a lot of the modern people, the everyday people, don't know about it. It's such a fun show though. And shows like this and Be More Chill and you know, all the Star Kid Black Friday stuff is typically only loved by theater lovers, if you know what I mean. So I'm really excited that a high school did this. Let's talk about Emma Wooten. She's trained, you can tell. What I would have loved to hear more from Emma Wooten, which is hard, I would have loved to hear more diction and playing with diction. She's missing a lot of prime moments here. She's so focused on tone and the flow and where the notes are and to keep a pure tone throughout all of this and to control the voice, that she's missing diction. If I see more of it, I'll kind of point it out. But other than that, she's having beautiful moments. I was wondering there if she, on the if she was gonna take a break in between there and take a breath, and she did, but she did it right in the most appropriate spot. So kudos to her. She's doing a lovely job. Again, this is high school. My curiosity now is, what are they gonna do for like one of the most impressive things about the Ballad of Jane Doe is like all the crazy acrobatic stuff that she does while singing this operatic voice. I think that's what like yes, it's an impressive song, but then to do all that is insane, and I think that's why people love this so much. So I wonder if they're gonna pay homage to that or what they're gonna do. Let's find out.
Oh, no soul and no name and no story, what a shame. Cruel existence was only a sham. Oh, St. Peter, let me in. You must know where I've been.
There's something about her voice though that makes me take a breath of fresh air, especially when she, oh, St. Peter, let me in. There's just something kind of magical about her voice that just relaxes me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very calming in a way. Sing me to sleep, Emma Wooten. Sing me to sleep.
Won't you tell me at last who I am?
Beautiful open mouth. I love that. Okay, so she's been doing the who I am, but she knows that she needs to brighten a little at the top in order to jump into that higher register. Who I am, who I am, who I am. I always keep a tall mouth through that all because I know that I can brighten on the inside. Emma Wooten here is brightening her whole her external resonance and internal resonance to achieve this, which I think it over brightens it just a tad. However, that's me being picky because I can be, because she's performing this so well. So whenever I have students that are doing a really great job, then I can be picky and say, let's tweak here and let's tweak here. And this is the advanced student that I would be doing this with. So I can be picky, but she's doing a beautiful job. We're getting a lot more vibrato now from her. That from me was trying to figure out, and I actually don't remember how the original goes at this moment, but what I'm wanting to hear from her is ha. Let me listen to it 2 seconds. We're getting ha, 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 detached ha's. And for some reason I want to go I think I want it legato. Stop. Legato. Instead of ha, ha, ha. But maybe that's how I did it. I don't know if that's the original. Hi, I'm editing Ashley. Just a real quick, you just saw the original. Jane Doe in the Ballad of Jane Doe, and what she did at this particular part was legato, 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 stop, and then ha. So it sounded like this. Emma Wooten's doing her own thing, and I love that for her, and I love the original. This is just a beautiful example of artists using a song and making it their own, because we don't need to hear a copy of the original. We have the original. Show us the song in a new way, and Emma Wooten is delivering that. So I also really just realized the way that I say Wooten. Wooten. Anyway, back to your program. So if she did kind of make her own thing here, that's cool. I love that she has her own twist and version of it, right? We never want to hear the exact original because each one of us are different singers and have different inspirations, right? So if she's doing that here and making it more of her own, but in a very subtle way, that's beautiful. And I love that for her. So that's just why I was like, do I like it or not? That was the I love her roboticness, her dullness. It's very good. Ooh, especially that.
And from the ground beneath my feet, I hear the anguish of the street. A chord ever complete, and like an old forgotten tune, a song that no one knows. Forgot how it.
I would have loved to hear more grit here and more chest voice here. This could be a newer singer that's when I was this age, and I was singing classically as well, I wasn't singing a lot of belting and stuff. I was doing shows like The Sound of Music, and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, Oklahoma, all these more classical shows when I was her age. And plus I was in choir, high school choir, which I bet she's in if she likes singing this way so much. So she might not know how to make that voice more gritty. She might not know how to bring in some of that chest voice quite yet. I noticed that in my collegiate level singers, that's kind of when I start being able to train away from the classical and get more of that grit and make them more versatile. So just a thought, I would have loved to hear more grit, but she just might not be that advanced of a singer yet. She might not be on that level, in which case she's doing what she can right now, and she's doing a beautiful job. I just would have loved to hear more of a speaky type singing voice right here as it gets more real. Let's see what she does.
Just wanna be forever eternally Jane Doe.
Jane Doe. Give me grit, give me grit. Oh.
And I'm asking why,
Yes,
Lord, if this is how I die, Lord, why be left with no family and no friends? I got no celebration, just as consolation. Time meets all his children.
It wasn't sneaky, Emma. I saw it. So when you're in a character, especially with a character where we watch your every leg and arm movement, you can't break away from that for a second to fix your skirt. You just gotta make sure that there's something under there so that you can do your thing without having to worry about everybody seeing everything down there. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure why she did that, but it was like, you gotta be careful of that. And that's why I always say, if you have a solo like this, record yourself, because you may be doing things that you don't even realize that you're doing. Record yourself before the performance. This is something that me as a music director would have yelled during tech week, like, don't fix your skirt. Watch it again.
Just as consolation.
Away.
Time meets all his children.
That's kind of a reset that young actors do. It's kind of a thinking like, okay, what's next? They fidget while I call it transitioning acting. You want to make sure that as you're going from, because we practice things in sections most of the time, especially in songs like this, you unpuzzle a piece of section, work on that, and then put it back into the song, and then you're just flowing through all these different sections, and you hope that the transitions are good. This is an acting transition that she just did here, and maybe even a choreography transition, and you saw her arms drop, and then she's like readjusting it and getting ready for the next section. This is something that I actually would have worked on for maybe a whole hour, just working through transitions through this piece for the vocal coaching side of it. I didn't mention why it was important. The importance of that is whenever we're watching, as an audience, we want to be pulled in. We want to be with you, and we are right there with you, and we are connected. That's magic. That's called the willing suspension of disbelief. Like, obviously, we're not going to see moments like this in real life, right? So we want to allow our brains to believe it. And obviously there's some part of us that knows it's just a show, but we want to live it right there. That's the magic of theater, right? But whenever you break character or break choreography, it crashes that willing suspension of disbelief and it gives us like this ick feeling, like, oh, I was there with you and you like killed the vibe, man. So be careful of that, guys, my young actor friends. Be careful of that. Okay, you can tell this is where I would have had, as a director, I would have had something going on here. You know, as a I almost said Black Friday because that's the series I'm working on. As a Ride the Cyclone lover, you want to have that moment. And of course, in a high school production, you probably can't make that happen, right? So that's why I was like, what are they gonna do? It needed to be something. And they were like,
hey, Emma, just, make it look like you're flying through the air. Do arm movements. Here's some choreography to make up for that.
But she had already been doing arm choreography up until this point, and she's doing a really good job with what she was giving and directed by, but you can tell there's kind of this switch, like, great, the music is like amplifying, but we aren't. And when you have that as an actor, it's kind of disheartening. It kind of pulls you from the moment, and you can, like, the ensemble members, this would have been a moment where you wanted to bring them in. You typically bring them in, for the rest of the, everybody kind of joins in almost every single number, and where's the umbrellas? They could have done something to maybe distract from Emma for a moment, or fill the stage more. So I would have loved that more. Again, Emma is doing such a beautiful job with what they have. I think that they have a lot of talent here. Even though you're a high school performance and you can't do what the original show did, there are so many other things that you can do. That's the magic of theater. What can you do to make this happen? You can do a simple lift. We've done lifts before and it looks really cool. Maybe they didn't think that the high schoolers could do it. I'm not sure. You never know. But this is just an audience, vocal coach, music director's perspective that I would have loved to see more of.
Forgot how it goes, just running, where we've returned our legion go. And she's asking why, is it still love and diamond? No one to sign out all center. Isn't there anyone?
The ensemble looks and sounds weird.
I've got no celebration, just this isolation.
Okay, she cheated through those. This is a hard and tiring song, especially to be like, the diaphragm is not there. This is like a whole 5-minute song of just, right? Glitter and Be Gay was like my #1 in my repertoire that I used for like collegiate level auditions and stuff.
How free I can feel, how grateful, grateful, she I feel.
Candide, and Kristen Chenoweth originally sang it. I was so tired by the end of that song. All of the I was exhausted. I was physically shaken. So and that was collegiate Ashley. Like that was collegiate level Ashley. So Emma Wooten right here, I know she's tired. And she also probably, you know, at getting to play Jane Doe wishes that she could do something more. So this is probably the part of the song where she's like, okay, I'm gonna do more of the same things because this is what I was directed to do. I know she wants more and I want more for her. But again, I know she's tired, but she kind of cheated through those runs.
Ooh, I've got no celebration, just a consolation.
Okay, so she opted for a scoop of fall down. Maybe she didn't have that top note, and maybe but it's right there. Maybe she was too tired to hit it, so she opted for a scoop down. If I was her vocal coach, knowing like her capabilities and what she could do and what she was about to do, I would be giving hints and tips and tricks to like,
hey, if you feel tired at this point, don't feel like you have to do it perfect.
because you want to make sure that you make it to the end of the song. So how can you sustain through the whole thing? So I might have, as her vocal coach, I probably would have told her to
just scoop through it. It's gonna be okay. Nobody's gonna notice.
Unless you're a voice teacher and a music director like me, then you will notice. But I guarantee that none of you guys noticed.
Did you?
Unless you listen to the song on repeat and kind of are expecting those notes that you're not hearing, right?
I've got no celebration, just a consolation. Like John, I'll be eternally a forgotten name, some lost refrain.
Before she continues on, that simple move got her voice out at a soft spot, because whenever we're really big and the music gets quieter, we want to be quieter as well. Emma did a really good job here of continuing to get her voice out and kind of do her own dynamics and not let the instrumental or the background music affect her own dynamics. Dynamics are like how loud or how soft you're being. So the music got really soft here, right? So a singer would want to kind of follow that. A dependent singer would want to follow that. And a lot of beginner singers do this. Emma did a really good job of, yes, getting softer, but still very present. She's the star here, right? So we need to hear the voice prominently. This movement she did got her voice out while coming down from a really big moment. It's so hard to control that. So she did a really good job there. And the fact that she stayed there, and then that kind of like brought the audience in and froze and gave this really nice moment. It was a really nice moment. I liked it. I liked it. Let's see how going from there, let's see how she ends this now.
I'll be eternally a forgotten name, some lost refrain, just Jane.
She's gonna struggle to get through the rest of that long note because she took a nice big chest breath, but that's not very nice. You need to fill up your stomach first, but I think she's so focused on being a doll that she's holding everything here. Notice how her shoulders went up. That's a really shallow breath. You can physically hear the difference. Can you hear it? You want that deep breath. I know that's a weird thing.
Can you listen to my air, please? Listen to my breathing.
Creepy, right? But you can kind of hear, or just physically see, she's using this area and she's not getting a nice full breath. She really needed a nice full breath here. So let's see how she sustains the rest of it.
Lost refrain, just Jane.
She went into a relaxed state too. She needs another breath to sustain. Lifted breath.
A melody flows through the air when silence falls. Does no one care? Jane,
She wasn't able to like go up there, was she? I knew she wouldn't be able to, and it was all held here because her throat started overcompensating for the lack of support. And then she kind of like pushed it up there like this. You can kind of see like it was kind of a little overpowering. It was too much.
Overpowering?
That was weird, right? Overpowering. Maybe that's just weird. Powering. Sorry, excuse me. She needed a lifted breath there just to keep it lengthy. Music teachers might tell you to imagine that a string is pulling the back of your head, so you have like a smile, or lengthening back here so that you're stable to get the power out. Instead, she was in this relaxed state. And so high notes cost energy points. Like it requires more energy and momentum to get those notes. And as soon as she put herself into a relaxed state, she kind of hurt herself. So if she was going to go into that state, I would have liked to see more of like I'm getting ready for this. You can still be still and have power, you know? You don't have to be like, oh, I'm relaxing. And because that drops the energy, and you'll be really successful with low notes at that moment, but this was like the wrong time. Another thing that she might have been thinking like, oh my gosh, it's over. I want to say though that Emma Wooten did such a really good job for a high schooler taking on the Ballad of Jane Doe. I am super impressed with her. Of course I have things to say and to be picky, you know, that's just what I do, right? That's what I'm here for. You can tell that she really works on her voice. I imagine that a singer would want to be critiqued. You know, we get tired of hearing the,
wow, great job.
Like it's nice to hear, but we're like, great, but how can I be better? Because I know that sounds weird. Anybody else with me on that? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of awkward to like hear, oh my gosh, that's so good. Like you want to hear that, but at the same time, you're like, okay, I've heard it a million times. How can I be better? I just, you know, we constantly strive for perfection. And I think that Emma Wooten is that singer. I cannot wait. I hope I see more of her, that she pops up, and I hope that I see more of Emma Wooten like popping up. How long ago? This was 4 months ago. So this was recently, and 25,000 views from 4 months ago.
Good job, girl.
Anyway, guys, what did y'all think of Emma? Show her some love in the comments. That's insane. High schooler. I wonder how old she actually is. Anyway, I hope you guys are still enjoying the ride with me. I do plan on watching more. If you guys have something that y'all want me to see that I missed, put it in the comments. I know that if you're still on a Ride the Cyclone kick, that you're still looking for content to watch, and if you want, I will give it to you. Just post it in the comments. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post awesome videos. I would like to continue reacting to Ride the Cyclone content. And if you really like this kind of show, go check out my Black Friday series that I'm doing right now from Star Kid Musical that you guys told me I should watch. So I'm watching it. Come on over. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for being here. All right. See you with you soon. Bye.